everyone, I am Pooja Verma, Faculty of Social Science at SRN International School, Jagatpura, Jaipur. Dear learners, I welcome you all at the official YouTube channel of our school. Today I am going to take the topic Our Environment from grade 7th Social Science. The topics that I would be covering in the following video are meaning of environment, components of environment, and domains of environment. So let's get started. Let us see what does an environment means. An environment is the surrounding or the conditions in which a person or a thing exists. That means an environment surrounds a person, a thing which is existing on the surface of the earth. Environment also means the place, people, things and nature that surrounds any living organism. It is a combination of natural and human-made resources. So all the natural and human-made resources which surrounds a person, a place or a thing means an environment. Now let's talk about the components of environment. Broadly, we can classify the components of environment as biotic components and abiotic components. Biotic components include all the components which are living. These include plants, animals and human beings. Whereas abiotic components include all the lifeless or physical components present on the surface of the earth. They include sunlight, air, water, etc. Both biotic and abiotic components are interrelated with each other. Biotic factors include all the living beings which are there on the surface of the earth. They may be a plant, a tree, a fungi, a bacteria, human beings or any other living being. On the other hand, abiotic factors are the non-living things that are present on the surface of the earth. They comprise of the wind, the sunlight, the water resources, etc. Biotic and abiotic factors are closely interrelated with each other. Abiotic factors are not having any life, but still they are very important for supporting the biotic factors on the surface of the earth. Like soil is an abiotic factor and it is supporting the plant life. If soil is not there, plants are not able to survive. Hence, biotic and abiotic factors are closely interrelated. Now let's talk about the domains of environment. We can divide the domains of environment as atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere and biosphere. So let's talk about these domains one by one. First domain of our environment is the atmosphere. We all know that atmosphere is the blanket or the envelope of the earth that surrounds our planet. It is a mixture of several gases that comprises of nitrogen, life-supporting oxygen, plant life-supporting carbon dioxide gas, water vapors and dust particles. Atmosphere is responsible for regulating and maintaining the temperature of the earth and hence it makes the earth warm. The next domain is hydrosphere. Our earth is covered by 71% of water and the water component present over the surface of the earth forms the hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is made up of oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, ponds, glaciers and so many other water components. All these water bodies are necessary for the existence of life as water is not only used for the day-to-day activities but also required in the process of evaporation that is very well needed for precipitation. Hence, hydrosphere is an important component as it cools the atmosphere and regulates and maintains the temperature of the earth. The next component is lithosphere or geosphere. Lithosphere is the outermost covering or the crust of the earth. Crust is that layer of the earth which supports life. The soil cover is essential for the growth of the plant. Crust is made up of soil, and soil is very much essential for the growth of all the plants and trees. Lithosphere is also a source of so many minerals, natural resources, and oil as well. Some natural resources like oil and coal are found in lithosphere that are of varied uses. Last but not the least domain of the earth is biosphere. All the three domains, that is atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere, they interact with each other to form the biosphere. So biosphere is an important domain of the earth where the existence of each and every organism is supported via soil, land, water and air. So here we have concluded up with today's topic. If you have liked the video and found it helpful, then please like and share the video. Also subscribe our channel, SRN International School. Thank you. Have a great day.